The government's very pleased to announce today that it's entered into contracts to enable the construction of both the Paparoa track and also the Pike 29 Memorial Track. But over $10 million that the government is putting into the construction of this track needs to be acknowledged as an initiative that came from the families who wanted to say thank you to the West Coast for the support that they had given to them through some incredibly trying times.
Oh, it's good to see this track coming through, because when you're on the top of the Paparoas, as I've been a few times, it's a magical sight.
It was quite emotional for me today to recognise that the job is actually going to start.
It's great. I feel really, really good. We've had months and months of working with Doc and trying to get this stuff together and getting it going. And to see such sensitivity is just awesome. I'm just so happy about it all.
I'm over the moon to see it kicked away, and also to have the level of iwi involvement, to hear the te reo today and the mihi and the speaking from the heart, because we also need permission from these people to do what we want to do there.
We were fully on board because of what happened. That was not going to be an issue. However, we had to get the tribe behind us as well, because for us to do this is sending a signal. We'd consciously made a decision, 18 Papatipuranga or Naito had made a decision that we wouldn't do any more additions to National Park, but we made it very clear at the start that we're here for the locals, and we want to make sure this happens. Putting aside the cultural stuff, let's get this in, let's work through the process, and we've managed to get there.
We've got iwi on board, we've got the West Coast community on board, the New Zealand Conservation Authority, the families are well and behind, so I'm just really confident that we've got the ducks in the row to make this a happening thing.
The Paparoa track and Pike 29 Memorial Track will be New Zealand's 10th Great Walk. It will cross the Paparoa Range, linking the mining town of Blackpool with Punakaiki. The 55-kilometre shared use track will be designed for walkers and mountain bikers and will join the existing Croesus and Podorari tracks with 40 kilometres of new track and 2 new huts. It will be built by teams of contractors working simultaneously with a dock construction team. This is the first shared use, purpose-built Great Walk ever built by Dock.
It's really a world leader, a world first, in terms of creating something that is a lasting and living memory for our men.
It's just so humbling, all the passion and people talking about and what they're doing, but also is an emotional thing for me today. I think our men should be proud of that we're still working for them.
A little bit of closure for ourselves, but it's still, we've got a long way to go as family members, because I mean it's 7 years on now, and this is the only good thing that's come out so far.
Some are still heartbroken, some families are still crying, and you know, we've got to help them through this stage.
Our boy Stu, he was our only child, and so we've got no children now, but we do have a granddaughter that he left us, so she's part of his legacy. And the track, to be able to take her to the track and you know, walk down that Pike 29 Memorial Track, and to see their memory live on is as good as we can get it, I think.
I think this is an incredibly exciting story for the Department of Conservation, for the West Coast community, and for the broader story of tourism in New Zealand. And thank you for all being part of it. Let the work begin.